EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards there for number 15.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
19.
He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Broncos at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Hey, check that. Street. 60 miles here. 60 miles. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them and show respect to it. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. All again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. On the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
70 Timberwolves.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A tackle made there by Caden Stearns. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. All again on 2nd down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Broncos nothing. Braden Mann to kick off for the Jets.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal.
In motion comes the tight end left. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
2nd and 4. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Panther 11. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
On the 6.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. 69 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jets 21, Broncos 7. Braden Mann to kick off for the Jets.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the jump.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Back to throw here. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And this will be incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Here we go.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Looking to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to throw now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Come on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
Back to throw again. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. The 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question, and neither is another pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Dumps it off to Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Ready! 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's 2nd and 8. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
70 Lions, trap 50, trap 50. Panther 11, Panther 11. Back 60. Rig alert,
They'll
rig
bring a
alert.
receiver in motion right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
79 Broncos. Warriors, 70.
They're going to look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
14 yards that time for number 14.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Lions. 1800, Buffalo 18. Fake. Ready.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll look to throw again. He finds his running back, Mixon. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat. Eagles.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point safely through. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And his kick is indeed good. He's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend on, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And now Not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Hall. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Touchdown! A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point forthcoming. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now, with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, they get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air to Mixon on the check down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Warriors 17. Turn 19. 19 right.
Back to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Buffalo 18. 19,
Again, he'll drop to throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Complete to
19, 19.
A gain of 9. Brings up second and
19 tight. 19 tight. Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Brings up third and 1.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
Hey, smash Bronco. Quick, Lions. Pat the street. Pat the street. Check pass. Check pass.
He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 27. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to 60. Broncos.
The slot man in motion right. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Now for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else and keep the defense off balance.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
In motion left is Wilson. Second and 11. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 66 yards. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, it's Hall, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Ball again on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process. They'll give to Hall. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Hall again on second down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with career touchdown number 60. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
49. Broncos 24. Braden Mann to kick off for the Jets.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop the throw. They'll get that complete to Albert O. They'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Courtland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 105 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Hall. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try to run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Broncos 31. Brayden Mann to kick off for the Jets.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
79 Broncos, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Warriors 70. Come 19, come 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
19 right.
He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.